starting the yoga very shortly. We'll just have a few minutes to start. So let's start with the Sadguru Vandanam. Yes, can we all settle down? Sit with your head, neck and spine in a straight line. Bring your hands in front of your heart center in the Atmanjali Mudra. And let us start by chanting the Sadguru Vandanam. Nithyanandam Paramasukhadam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvandvatitam Gagana Sadrisham Tattvamasyaadilaksham Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadhi Sakshi Bhutam Bhavatitam Trigunarahitam Sadgurum Tam Namami. The next step of Nithyananda Yoga is the chanting of the Shivamula mantra, invoking the presence of Swamiji, of Paramashiva, through the sacred sounds. So we'll be chanting the Shivamula mantra japa 11 times internally. Please chant it within your inner space. We'll chant it loudly so that you can all follow along. Om Ham Haum Shivaya Namaha. 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 Next is the Tattva Achamanam, the ritualistic cleansing of the body and mind to become a pure vessel for Paramashiva's energy to flow through you. Please ensure you have your Panchapatram and Uddharani, the traditional cup and spoon filled with fresh water. Place your right hand in the Gokarna Mudra, bending the index finger and slightly cupping your palm. Take an Uddharani of water, pour it in the center of your palm and sip the water that flows through the base of your palm at the end of each of the following mantras. Om Atma Tattvam Shodhayami Svadha. Om Vidya Tattvam Shodhayami Svadha. Om Shiva Tattvam Shodhayami Svadha. Wash your hand with the water from the Panchapatram. With the base of the right hand thumb, wipe your upper and lower lip from right to left. Om Ham Hridayaya Namaha. Wash your hand. With the tips of the index, middle and ring fingers joined together, touch above your upper lip, below your lower lip. Wash your hand. With the tip of the right hand thumb and index finger joined together, touch your right nostril, left nostril. With the tip of the right hand thumb and ring finger joined together, touch your right eye, right ear and left ear. Wash your hand. With the base of the right hand thumb and little finger together, touch your navel center, right chest and left chest. With all the fingers of your right hand joined together, touch the top of your head, right shoulder, left shoulder and your heart center. So with that, let's enter into the Sankalpa, the creation of the conscious intention, what you want to manifest through Nithyananda Yoga today. So I request everyone to take a moment to close your eyes and create your conscious intention. On this most auspicious day, Jayanti day, Avatara Dinotsava day, the day Paramashiva himself landed on Earth, on planet Earth, what is the conscious intention you want to create for your life? And from there, we'll be chanting the Sankalpa mantra. Place your right hand over the left, clasping your palms together. and place your clasped palms on top of your right side.
Sankalpa. Mamopata samasta durita kshaya dvara Bhagavat Shri Nithyananda Paramashiva Prityartam Shri Nithyanandeshwari Paramashiva Shakti Sameta Shri Nithyanandeshwara Paramashiva Prityartam Cha Shri Sarvadeva Devi Swarupa Bhagavan Shri Nithyananda Paramashiva Kripa Katakshena Purana Arogya Yukta Dritagatra Yogika Sharira Siddhyartam परमशिवशक्त्याविष्करणार्थं सकुटुम्बस्य ज्ञानवैराग्य जीवन्मुक्तिप्राप्त्यर्थं नित्यानन्दयोगाभ्यासं करिष्ये.
Now, please take an udharani of water and wash off your hand. Om Apaupasprisya. And place your Panchapatram far away from you so that it doesn't disturb you. As we get started with the Nithyananda Yoga, disclaimer for everybody that anything taught in this Nithyananda Yoga session is only for educational purposes, not to be understood as medical advice in any form or as a replacement for medical advice. If you have any known health conditions or injuries, please do consult your doctor before attempting the asanas. Always stay within your body's limits. Be in listening to how your body is telling you to move. And from that, let's all ensure we have a safe yoga practice. So with that, we'll be entering into our warm-up. You can all come up to a standing position. Bring your right leg up. To be now loosening out our ankle. Our right ankle first by rotating it in a circular motion. For those of you who need support, who want to do the low impact version, you can do it while seated on a chair. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And let's repeat in the opposite direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now moving to the left leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Switch directions. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now bring your hands to your knees and you can start to rotate your knees in a circular motion. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And switching directions. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now bring your hands to your hips and you can move your hips in a circular motion. For the low impact version, you can move from side to side. 1, 2, 3. Feel a nice stretch in your legs. 4 and 5. Switching directions. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now reach down for the ground as much as you can. Try to reach your hands to the ground and lower yourself down. You can try to bring your forearms to the ground. For the low impact version, just stay on your hands as much as you can, lowering your body down. And from here, you can walk yourself to your right leg, getting a nice stretch. And to your left leg. Coming back to the center. You can raise up. Bring your feet together. Now we're going to be stretching out our hands in nice circular motion. Bring your hands to your shoulders. Start to rotate your hands backwards. In big wide motion, bring your elbows together 2, 3, 4, and 5. Switch directions forward now. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Coming on to our neck. Now you can bring your hands to your hips and start to rotate your neck in a nice circular motion, loosening it out completely. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Switching directions. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now let's enter into the skeleton dance. See, if you want to sit down and do it, from a seated position, you will be just moving your hands and your legs. In the low impact version of, you can bring your hands up, you can bring your hands down, lift your legs up and move it. And for those of you who are doing the high impact version, you can stand up, close your eyes, visualize yourself as a skeleton, and start to move your body intensely, vigorously shaking all limbs of the body.
ಪಾಂಡುರಂಗ ಜಯ ವಿಠಲೇ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ನಿತ್ಯ ವಿಠಲೇ 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 ಸುಂದರ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ಪಾಂಡುರಂಗ ಜಯ ವಿಠಲೇ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ನಿತ್ಯ ವಿಠಲೇ 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 ಮುಕುಂದ ಮಾಧವ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ಮಧುಸೂದನ ಹರಿ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ಮಧುರ ಮೋಹನ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ಮಂಗಳಮೂರ್ತಿ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ಮುಕುಂದ ಮಾಧವ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ಮಧುಸೂದನ ಹರಿ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ಮಧುರ ಮೋಹನ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ಮಂಗಳಮೂರ್ತಿ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ಪಾಂಡುರಂಗ ಜಯ ವಿಠಲೇ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ನಿತ್ಯ ವಿಠಲೇ.
Slowly walk back and forth on your mat, breathing in and out deeply and slowly. Yes. So we can all settle down now. From here, we are going to be continuing with the last few asanas. We stopped off the Dwitiya Vinyasa Krama sequence. We had stopped at Marakata Pithasana. which was laying on our back and lifting our hips up. And from there, we will be continuing into the further asanas, into the last few steps of the Dwitiya Vinyasa Krama and starting the Tritiya Vinyasa Krama sequence. So let's now move into Uttana Shikipithakasana. So Uttana Shikipithakasana is where you're going to come onto your back. So first I'll be demonstrating. I request all of you to just watch. And then we'll be showing the low impact as well as the high impact version of this asana. Going to come onto your back, lift your hips up onto your hands and stretch your legs out. So this is Uttana Shikipithakasana that we're all going to be doing now. Now for the low impact version, you can stretch your legs out straight in front of you and try to use your hands behind you on the chair to lift your hips and stretch your back out as much as you can. And for the high impact version, first come to a laying down position. Come to a laying down position. Stretch your legs out. And from here, keeping your knees pointed upwards first, you're going to lift your hips high and bring your hands under your hips to balance. So try to bring your elbows, your whole weight, instead of on your legs, you should be feeling it on your hands. And then straighten out your legs in front. This is Uttana Shikipithakasana. You will actually automatically see your chin come to your chest in the Jalandhara Bandha. Visualize Swamiji in your inner space. Even the low impact version, I request all of you to do the Jalandhara Bandha and the Moola Bandha as you stretch out in Uttana Shikipithakasana. Janghor balahinaschet Uttana Shikipithakam apramattah prakurvita bhukteh pragvijitendriyaha. Slowly relax your hips. Now from here we are going to enter into a shoulder stand asana. Again, I'll show once before we enter into it, which is Narakasana. So I request all of you to watch and then we'll go into the low impact and high impact versions. In Narakasana, you're going to be straight up on your shoulders using your hands to support your hips. In Narakasana, you're going to visualize yourself blissfully traveling even through the worst hells due to the presence of Guru in your life, because Swamiji is there. You're traveling through even the worst hells only in pure bliss. In Narakasana, again, automatically your chin will come to your chest in the Jalandhara Bandha. Continue to breathe normally. That is the Murcha Kumbhaka. Even though you're in Jalandhara Bandha, continuing to breathe is the Murcha Kumbhaka. And allow the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham in your inner space. So now, for the low impact version, you can bring your hands to your hips and lift your legs off the ground as much as you can. If you need, bring your hands to the shoulder, arms of your chair and lift your legs up as high as you can in Narakasana. Remember to do the visualization and all the other components. Make sure your spine is completely straight in this position. Entering into the high impact variations now. Lay down. Extend your, bring your hands to your hips. Use your momentum. See, what you can do is you can use your momentum to help you lift your hips off. Like you can come up even to a seated position and then roll back and lift your hips off the ground. Use your hands to support. Yes. And on the ground, the low impact version is you can rest your hips on the ground. Just stretch your legs up if you have shoulders injuries or spine injuries. So this side, you can see that this side will be showing the low impact versions. And here we'll be showing the high impact version where you'll be lifting up the ground. Remember here, try to keep your body in as much of a straight line as you can. Bring your hands to your hips to support you. This is Narakasana. Griva kantena bhumim vishtambha padagradvayam urdhamutrayet Narakasanam bhavati. And from here, do not relax. In the same position, you're going to try to bring your legs to a slightly leaning forward position. Try to hold it here. Yes, as you can see, your body is coming into a slanted position, visualizing yourself as a boat. Again, the chin is in the Jalandhara Bandha. This is Tiryanaukasana. Again, here's the low impact version. If you're on a chair, you can just keep your legs low on the ground without lifting your hips up. Just allow your leg to slant down. You can even use your hands to support your thighs. If you need help, use your hands to support your thighs or your shins so that you can do the Tiryanaukasana. Tiryanaukasana. नौकावत् स्थित्वम् ऊर्ध्वं पादाग्रद्वयं नयेत् तिर्यनौकासनं भवति. And bringing your hips up high. Now back your legs into a straight position. You can straighten your hands flat on the ground. So again, for those of you on the chair in the low impact version, straighten your hands out and try to keep your legs raised. On the ground, you can keep your legs raised as much as possible. Try to keep your hands straight. And for the high impact version, your hands are straight while your body is completely raised. This is Dhvajasana, visualizing yourself as a flag of Kailasa. Of course, the Jalandhara Bandha is engaged and you are doing the Moksha Kumbhaka. Tiryanaukavat griva prishtakur paraihi bhumim avashtabhyam mastakala kshena padagradvayam urdhvam nayet dhvajasanam bhavati. Perfect. And relax down now. Finally, we're coming into Mritasana, which is the final asana of our Dwitiya Vinyasa Krama sequence. Come to a lying down position on your mat. Completely straight. Straighten out your legs. Let your palms face upwards. Keep your feet relaxed. Visualize yourself. The body is dead matter. Your consciousness, your being has reached Paramashiva. Breathe in and out deeply. Relax all the bandhas in Mritasana. Uttanam shavavad bhumau shayanam tu shavasanam. Shavasanam shramaharam chitta vishranti karakam. Just for a few seconds, breathe in and out deeply and slowly. Keep your full awareness alive. And slowly we can come back to a seated position. Move your hands and legs. Bring your knees to your chest and come back up to a seated position. Perfect. So congratulations everybody. You have just completed your Dwitiya Vinyasa Krama sequence. You have completed 308 asanas from your first day of arriving in the program. So big congratulations to all of you. All of you have done an amazing job going through this. And we have another 200 asanas left to reach 508, the full Tritiya Vinyasa Krama sequence. So over the next few days, we will be finishing the whole Tritiya Vinyasa Krama. So now we are entering into Savitri Asana. Savitri Asana is again going to be a seated position. You're just going to be seated on your mat. So you're going to sit straight and bring your hands to your knees. Keep your legs crossed regularly, how you would sit in Sukhasana. Keep your legs crossed. Here, in Savitri Asana, you're going to be visualizing yourself as Bhagavan Surya, visualizing yourself as the Sun Lord. Gazing towards your third eye, keep your hands on your knees. Here again, we'll be moving into the Samana Kumbhaka, meaning when you inhale, feel the fire raising up your spine. So the first version of the low impact is you can just be seated, or on a chair itself, you can cross your legs and sit. Yes, keep your spine straight. Visualize Lord Surya, gaze towards your third eye. Clench your perineum in the Moola Bandha with the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham in your inner space in Saviti Asana. परिमूलद्वारिते के बैसे डावा पग की येड़ी जीवनौ पग मोड़ी पग छली की माहिली कोर. From here, see now again we'll be entering into this first series of asanas are going to be all seated asanas. In a seated position, we are going to be doing the whole sequence. From here, entering into Vajrasana 2, keep your right heel at your perineum. So if you remember the Dwitiya Vinyasa Krama sequence, our left heel was below and right heel on top. Now as we enter into the Tritiya Vinyasa Krama, your right heel is going to be below at the perineum, while your left foot will come on top. Sit with your spine straight. Bring your hands to your knees. Gaze towards your nose. Visualize the weapon of Indra, the thunderbolt, the Vajra. Here you're going to clench your perineum in the Moola Bandha and suck your stomach in the Uddiyana Bandha. Continue to do the Samana Kumbhaka and the japa of Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham as you gaze towards your nose in Vajrasana. Savyena kandam pripidya chanyam padam tulingo parinikshipetcha vajram sada pranajaye cha siddham griva tanu mastam shastam, and relax. Now you can either, again, for all of us to follow along, we'll be showing the low impact version, how you can do it on the chair. You can do it either with your legs down or legs crossed on the chair, and the regular version of doing it on the floor itself. Now continue to keep your right foot at the perineum, left foot on top. Place your hands on the knees, engaging all the three bandhas. Your perineum, sucking in your stomach, bringing your chin to the chest. Visualize yourself as a Siddha Yoga master, as a great, gazing towards your third eye. Continue with the Samana Kumbhaka and the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham in Siddhasana 2. Remember, all the components are equally important. Even if you're seated on a chair, continue to do the three bandhas, the gazes, and the visualization. अतभासमाना प्रयोगाः अशसिहासनं योनिस्थानकन्धिमूलघटिं स्तम्मामीप्य गुल्फेतरं मेढोपर्यथा सा विधता चिबुकं कृत्वा हदिस्थापितम्. And continue to keep all the three bandhas engaged. Do not relax. Bring your hands together, cupped together on the top of your right knee. So continue to keep your left foot on top and the right foot below, but cupping both the hands on top of your right knee. Gaze towards your nose in Brahmasana, visualizing Lord Brahma in your inner space. Samana Kumbhaka, Mahamudra Bandha, engaging all the three with the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham in your inner space. Padmam Brahm Saiddham Swastikam Vajramasana Baddhakonam Baddhaprishtam Moolabandham Tathaiva cha. Entering into the next asana, which is Muktasana 2. So from here we'll be entering into Dvishirasana. Bring your hands to your knees and lift your left shoulder high up, bringing it towards the ear. Visualizing yourself as a god with multiple heads. If you see all the gods and goddesses of Hinduism, manifesting that ability to be with multiple heads. Just push your So now we'll be entering into Dvishirasana. So bring your hands to your knees, keep your legs in the same position and lift your left shoulder up to your ear. Visualizing yourself as a multiple head, god with multiple heads in Dvishirasana. Skandha shirah paryantam neetva sthatavyam dvishirsham bhavati. And switching the sides to Dvishirasana on the right side. Bringing your right shoulder up to your ear. Continue to clench your perineum in the Mula Bandha and the Samana Kumbhaka, visualizing yourself intensely as a god with multiple heads. Dvishirasana. Nitambe hastayugalam bhomau sankochitah patet dvishirsham bhavati. Now, entering into Kumbhirasana. In Kumbhirasana, again, your legs in the same position. Sit tall. Bring your hands over your head in the shape of a pot. Gazing towards your nose, visualize yourself as an alligator. Clenching your perineum in the Mula Bandha, sucking in your stomach in the Uddiyana Bandha in Kumbhirasana. Nitambe hastayugalam bhomau sankochitah patet kumbhirasanamavakshe vayunam dharanaya cha. From here, relax your hands, bringing your hands onto your knees. Keep your spine straight, gazing towards your nose. Is Chakrasana 2. So visualize all the 7 chakras within your body. The Mula Dvara at the base of the spine, the Swadhisthana at the little above that, the Manipuraka, the navel center, Anahata at the heart center, Vishuddhi at the throat center, Agnya at the third eye, and at the top of the head, the Sahasrara. Bring your hands onto your knees. Keep your spine straight, gazing towards your nose in Chakrasana 2. Continue the Samana Kumbhaka. Clenching your perineum in the Mula Bandha with the japa of Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham in your inner space. Chakrasana 2. Savyoru dakshine gulphe dakshinam dakshine tare nidadhya drijakayastu chakrasanamidam matam tatra chakrasana laksham ma lakshanam lakshanamaha sevyati. And entering into Swastikasana 2. Keep both feet now in between the opposite thighs and calves. The right foot below, but your feet now are not going to be just placed on top of each other, but in between the gap of the thighs and the calves. Now again, if you're doing it on the chair, you can just either sit with your feet down or cross your legs over each other. Here, you're going to keep your hands on your knees, gaze towards your nose, embodying peace, well-being, fortune, and prosperity. Visualizing the swastika in your inner space. In Swastikasana 2, continue the Samana Kumbhaka, clenching your perineum in the Mula Bandha with the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Janurvorantare samyak dhritva padatale ubhe samakaya sukhasinah swastikam tat prachakshate. See, everybody, you can Tiruvannamalai, requesting all of you to follow along as we are doing it. See, even though these asanas may seem that you're just sitting, actually, these asanas are the ones that create the most Kundalini energy because your spine is straight and your awareness is focused. When we do the other asanas, they may seem like they're working on the body. They are also working intensely on the Kundalini. But even when the body is stable, the Kundalini is intensely being activated within you. The result, you will see yourself manifesting powers, you will see yourself manifesting each visualization, whether it's health, whether it's peace, whether it is fortune, prosperity, all of those will start manifesting through you. Okay? Now, clasp your palms together in the Parashu Mudra. Bring it in front of your navel center, towards your chest. See, continue to keep your legs together in between the gaps. Visualize a swastika in your inner space in Swastikasana 3. Do the Samana Kumbhaka. Moola Bandha with the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Swastikasana 3. Janurvorantaram Kritva Yogi Padatale Ubhe Rijukaya Samasinah Swastikam Tat Prachakshate. Yes, from here we're going to enter into Virasana 2. Place your right foot, continue to keep your right foot in the same position, but bring your left foot to the opposite thigh. So your right foot is between the thigh and calf of the left leg, but your left foot is on the right thigh. In Virasana 2, keep your hands on top of your knees, gazing towards your nose, visualize and embody the state and space of ultimate bravery. Do the Samana Kumbhaka, clenching your perineum in the Moola Bandha, with the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham in Virasana 2. अथं मनस्थैर्यकरं वीरासनम् एकस्मिन् संस्थितम् एकं पादं चरेद् योगी इतरस्मिन् उर्मिदं वीरासमिरितं धैर्यैः वीरासनमनस्थैर्यकरम् उत्सहवीर्यकात् लक्ष्यसन्धनजननं सुखासनमनामयम्. See, even this asana, you'll see wherever you find yourself not having the courage to take a big jump, not having the courage to take a decision, not having the courage to stand up for yourself, all of that will get healed through this asana. From here, entering into Siddharatali asana. Now bring your feet together in front of you. This is Siddharatali asana. As much as you can. So now again, we're opening out our hips quite slightly. So you can move your hips forward. Try to bring your knees to the ground as much as you can. And pull your feet down. Pull your feet in towards your perineum, keeping your toes slightly separated. So the key of this asana is your toes are slightly separated. Interlace your fingers around your feet with your knees wide, gazing towards your nose. Visualizing yourself unclutched from all ego-fulfilling successes in your life. Siddhi Haratali means that which goes beyond all these mundane success. Continue to clench your perineum in the Moola Bandha. Tuck your chin to your chest in the Jalandhara Bandha. Do the Samana Kumbhaka with the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham in your inner space. Remember to gaze towards your nose in Siddhiharatali asana. For the low impact version, you can hold on to your feet or you can bring them up towards you. And if you're on the ground and you're not able to stretch out your thighs, you can just try to bring your feet as wide open as you can and bring your hand together in front of you. This is Siddharatali asana. अत भद्रासनं गुल्फौ च विशनस्यादः सीवन्त्याः पार्श्वयोः क्षिपेत् सव्यगुल्फे तथा सव्ये दक्षगुल्फं तु दक्षिणे. Now, from here we're going to enter into Bhadrasana 3. So now we're entering into Bhadrasana 3. Continue to sit in the same position, bringing your hands to your toes, spine straight, gazing towards your nose. Here you're going to engage all the three bandhas, clenching your perineum, sucking your stomach in and out, dropping your chin to the chest, visualizing yourself as Lord Veerabhadra, the warrior form of Paramashiva in Bhadrasana 3. Continue the Samana Kumbhaka and the Japa, Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. पार्श्वपादौ च पाणिभ्यां दृढं बद्ध्वा सुनिश्चलं भद्रासनं भवेदेतत् सर्वव्याधिविनाशनम्. Okay, now from here we're entering into Yoga Nrisimhasana. In Yoga Nrisimhasana, you're going to be crossing your legs over each other, your right leg in front, but your knees are going to be raised. Place your palms facing upwards with your hands on top of your knees. Keep your spine straight. If you need, you can use your hands to support your knees. If you can, then bring your palms facing upwards. Stick out your tongue and exhale intensely, visualizing yourself as Lord Narasimha, one of the 10 incarnations of Mahavishnu. Gazing towards your nose, do the Samana Kumbhaka and engage and clench your perineum in the Mula Bandha. Yoga Nrisimhasana. मायूरस्पिञ्च मायूरं पद्मपीठसमन्वितं कौकुटस्गर्भपिण्डं च कौर्मं योगनृसिंहकम्. Yes. Now continue to keep your legs in the same position. Just bring your hands on top of your knees in Kakarupa Skandhasana, gazing towards your nose. Clutch your perineum in the Mula Bandha, visualizing yourself as a flock of crows. Visualizing yourself as a flock of crows in Kakarupa Skandhasana. Yes, let's all follow along. Athavakshye Kakarupa Skandhasanam Uttamam Kalipapatramuchyeta Vayavim Vashamanayet Nijapadadvayam Badhva Skandhadeshe Cha Sadhakaha. See, this asana has the power to wipe out all the darkness, all the sins, all the bad deeds of this Kali Yuga's effect on you, all the toxins that the Kali Yuga has on you. This asana clears that from your system. Now we're entering into Utkatikasana. Bring both your feet together and pull your feet towards your perineum. You're going to bring your hands onto the respective knees. You're going to keep your knees up, spine straight. Here, now, if you're doing it a low impact version, you can just balance as much as you can. So even if you can bring your feet this much, you can stay here. If you can bring it closer, keep it there. If you can, the high impact version, bring your feet as close to your perineum as possible. Literally, it should be touching your buttocks. Keep your hands on the respective knees, gazing towards your nose. Here we're going to do the Ujjayi Kumbhaka, meaning you're going to be exhaling with the sound of the ocean. In Utkatikasana, Shlishtar Gulphau Bhu Shlishtauru Prasarayet Yatro Pavishyapadau Tad Dandasanamudiritam Utapashnisama Yoge Prahur Utkatikasanam. Okay, now from here entering into the next asana, which is Dandasana 2. Stretch your legs out straight in front of you. Hands on your knees. So for a impact version, you can try to, in the chair, you can try to straighten out your legs as much as you can. You can even use your hands to support your knees if you need. Bring your hands to your knees, spine straight, gazing towards your nose. Visualize yourself as Paramashiva's Yoga Danda. Request everyone to remember to gaze towards your nose. Clench your perineum in the Mula Bandha in Dandasana 2. Shlishtar Gulphau Bhu Shlishtauru Prasarayet Yatro Pavishyapadau Tad Dandasanamudiritam. Entering into into Tadaka Mudra now. We're entering into Tadaka Mudrasana. This is where I'll be first showing all of you, and then we'll go into the low impact and the high impact versions. So in Tadaka Mudrasana, you're going to be reaching for your toes and lowering yourself to the ground. So this is the Tadaka Mudrasana. We'll be doing a few stretches to help you loosen out now as well. You can start off by bringing one leg towards your perineum and the other leg extended out. And you can start to lean forward. For the low impact version, just reach for your toes. So even if you're seated, just try to reach for your toes as much as you can, giving yourself a stretch. Try to lean forward. If you want to go more high impact, this is just the stretches for the asana. You can go deeper, trying to bring your elbows to the ground and your forehead to your knees. So take a moment to stretch out one leg first, then you stretch out the other leg and do the whole asana together. If you want more further help to go deeper in the asana, you can also take the help of a partner to help you hold your lower back. If you want to go to the high impact version of it, to help you push your lower back. Remember, they should only help you on your lower back, not on your upper back, where you can try to go deeper and deeper into the asana. Yes, switching the legs around now. You can try it on your left leg, loosening out your left leg as well. Lowering yourself down. If you're in the low impact, just try to reach your toes. Just try to keep your spine straight and reach for your toes. The high impact is you can go all the way down, bringing your elbows to the ground and your forehead to your knees. And again, if you want support of a partner to help you, you can have someone support your lower back to push you lower down as much as you can. Yes. Now from here, we're going to enter into the asana itself, Tadaka Mudrasana. Keep both your feet extended forward. And you're going to raise your hands up first to straighten your spine. And then try to lean forward and down. See, the goal is first your stomach has to touch your thighs. Only then work on the upper part of the body. Your first focus is going to be your stomach. Again, you can take the support of a partner to support your lower back if you want the extra help. The low impact version, just reach your toes and hold on. Try to reach your toes, keeping your spine straight. For those of you who want to move to the high impact version, you can lean forward down as much as you can, pushing your elbows towards the ground in Tadaka Mudrasana, visualizing yourself as a large tank of water. Tadaka Mudrasana. Sabha Gashirsha Sarvanga Mahamudra Chatataki Baddha Konas Baddha Padmam Dandam Paschimataanatam. Slowly relax back up, entering into Prayankhasana. So now Prayankhasana is a slightly advanced asana where you're going to be doing an arm balance. So first I'll be showing you how to do it, and then we'll go into the low impact and the high impact versions of it. So the asana itself is where you'll be placing your hands on the ground and lifting your whole body off the ground. Like this. The low impact version, if you're on a chair, you can just place your hands beside you and try to straighten out your legs as much as you can. Even on the ground, for those of you who want to do a low impact version, you can just place your hands beside your hips and try to lift your hips alone off the ground. So instead of lifting your whole body, you can try to lift just your hips off the ground. So you can see over here, for those of you who want to follow the low impact, you can follow here, where you're just placing your hands on the ground. And if you want, you can lift your hips off the ground. Keep your feet down. For those of you who want to attempt the high impact version, you're going to be bringing your hands underneath your hips. So actually you can see over here carefully how with your legs extended, you're going to try to bring your hands as much deep underneath your hips as you can. Nearly your palms will be together. And then lift your hips off the ground. Hold it in between your forearms. If you can see here, when I'm doing it, I'm going to be holding my hips, this area of my hips between my forearms. This is for the high impact version who want to attempt to do the complete asana. Holding it between my forearms and switching my weight backwards, lifting my feet off the ground. And from there, you're going to be rocking side to side, visualizing yourself as a cradle in Prayankhasana. So we can all try it a few times. Just come up, lift your feet off the ground and move from side to side. If you want even keeping your feet, so you can keep your feet on the ground and move from side to side. So if you want, you can also take the help of a partner to help you lift your feet off the ground and move from side to side. So you'll actually find it much easier with the partner's help. This is Prayankhasana. You can also switch partners, both of you can try. Prayankhavat sthitva padagre mastake parinitva prishtibhage bhumau nidhaya tishthet. Yes. Now from here, we're going to enter into Prayankhasana 2. Again, first I'll be showing the asana. Please watch. And then we'll enter into the low impact and high impact versions of the same asana. So again, you're visualizing yourself as a cradle, and therefore you're going to be moving in a cradle motion. So this is how we're going to be doing Prayankhasana 2. We can all now, the low impact version is you can just try to bring your hips off the ground and lift your feet. You can alternate lifting your feet off the ground in the low impact version. The high impact version is where you're going to rock yourself back and kick both your feet off the ground. So even if you're seated on a chair, you can try to either lift both your legs up or one leg at a time and do this Prayankhasana. Please be very careful of your spine and shoulder injuries. If you have it, do not do it. Just if you're not able to jump, just be on your hands and alternate lifting your legs up. Work your core and your shoulders. Continue to visualize yourself as a cradle in Prayankhasana 2. Prayankhavat sthitva padagre mastake parinitva prishtibhage bhumau nidhaya tishthet. Okay, relax now. Entering into Yogasana 3. Bring your knees up to your chest and hold on to the opposite elbows. So even if this is a simple asana, you can do just keep your knees as close or as far as is comfortable. So you can even keep your knees a bit farther away if you need to. If you can, bring your feet close towards your chest, holding on to the opposite elbows, gaze towards your third eye. Visualizing yourself in oneness with Swamiji in Yogasana 2. पृष्ठे भेदान्वितं पादं तस्य हस्तेन बन्धयेत् अथ योगासनं वक्ष्ये यत् कृत्वा योगिराट् भवेत्. Because this is Yogasana, I mean that visualization of being in oneness with Swamiji is powerful enough to manifest that yogic powers within your body. Okay. Now we'll be entering into the next sequence of asanas, starting with Vrishapati Asana. You're going to be crossing your knees. Bend your left knee down and sit on top of the left knee while switching the right knee on top. But keep the foot facing outwards, okay, even though you're sitting. So you can see here that even though I'm sitting on my heel, the foot and toes are facing outwards. So I'm not going to be sitting with my toes backwards. Rather, my foot and toes are going to be facing outwards. Keeping your hands on the respective on the opposite knees. So your right hand comes to your left knee and your left hand comes to your right knee. Gazing towards your nose, visualize yourself as the top of a temple tower in Vrishapatiyasana. Here we're going to do the Sheetkari Pranayama. Inhaling through your teeth and exhaling through your nose. Like this. Clenching your perineum in the Moola Bandha with the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. I request everyone to follow along. So even if you're not able to cross your legs and you want to just sit, you can sit in a regular seated position. Bring your hands in front of you. Gaze towards your nose, visualize yourself as a temple tower and do the Sheetkari Pranayama. So even if you're not able to do the asana, you can do the pranayama. Inhaling through the teeth, making a hissing sound and exhaling through your nose. Vrishapatiyasana. Jimana godo agra karidavo pagajimani pashati ani modi edi kula niche rashe phana pani adhar rahe हाथ गोड़ा ऊपरी राशे दृष्टि नासा अग्र. Gazing towards your nose now. Now keeping your feet outside. Bringing your heels to the opposite hips. Place your knees. Now bring your hands on top of the top knee. Now so you're going to be now placing your hands over each other and placing the clasped hands near your stomach. So it's not going to be on the top of your knee, but rather towards the groin. So in this asana, you're going to be visualizing yourself as some durva grass. Continue the Sheetkari Kumbhaka, gazing towards your third eye, clenching your perineum in the Moola Bandha with the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham in Durvasasana. Remember to do all the components. They're equally important. Even if you're seated, you can just sit with one leg on top. If you're seated on the chair or on the ground, sit with your legs regularly crossed. If you're not able to come here, you have some injuries or health issues, not at all an issue. Do the low impact version. But remember to continue all the components, whether it's the pranayama, the visualization, all of them. Dhruvasasana. Dai jangh parikari jimana upagadai pashati ani phanado dharati teki barala gulpho kulaki barili kani lagave. And from here we're going to be entering into the next asana, which is Sukhadevasana. Again, your legs are going to remain in this same position. You're going to bring your hands in the Padma Mudra, bringing the tips of the palms together and placing it on top of your knees. So you can see the hands are going to be all the fingers spread apart together and placing it on top of your knees. In this asana, you're going to visualize yourself as blissful gods and goddesses. The gods and goddesses are happy with you. They are blessing you. From that space, you're going to visualize yourself. And this asana, actually, it has the benefit of awakening those creativity centers within your brain. So creativity just starts to flow through you through this asana. Sukhadevasana. Vamajanghar pidi mahi dachin pashati dharti sutalave ane vamagoda mahili rane dachigoda agramile. And from Sukhadevasana, the next asana we're going to enter into is Datta Digambarasana. So again, your legs are going to remain in the same position. As we enter into the next asana, which is Datta Digambarasana, bring your hands to the respective feet. Keep your spine straight. Gazing towards your third eye, visualize yourself as Paramashiva. Paramashiva is blessing you and you're moving beyond all the need for material desires. All of them have already been fulfilled by Paramashiva and you're beyond them. Continue to do the Samana Kumbhaka. Continue to do the Shitkari Pranayama. Clenching your perineum in the Moola Bandha with the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham in Datta Digambarasana. Prathama Jivano Pava Uchave, Dai Jank Uparikarilyave, Dai Pakhati Tako Ane, Godam Uparitali Talikaritane. And entering into Machandrasana 3. Lean forward and down, bringing your nose to the ground. Visualizing yourself as a fish, gaze towards your nose. Continue the Shitkari Pranayama. Clenching your perineum in the Moola Bandha with the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Remember to hold on to your big toes in Machandrasana 3. Lean forward and down as deep as you can. Jeevana upagadai jangh parirashe yeli kao lagavedai vaya kao. And from here, come back up as we enter into Gomukhasana 2. So now this next asana is going to be a deep back stretching asana. I'll be guiding all of you through step by step how you can do this. You're going to be intensely stretching your back in this asana. So here, you're going to be bringing your hand, one hand behind the back and the other hand clasping onto it. So you can actually see, I'll be showing how the hand position is going to be first. With your legs, knees over each other, you're going to be bringing your hands like this. So I'm just showing all of it and we'll help guide through the low impact and high impact versions. So this is the Gomukhasana 2. Now, for the low impact version on the chair, you can just keep one knee over the other and try to reach. So it does not matter if how much you're able to. Just bring your left hand behind your back and your right hand behind your neck as much as you can. Try to reach to each other, but do not hurt yourself, do not strain your shoulder. Just bringing one hand to the neck, even on the ground. For those of you who want to do the low impact version, you can sit and bring your one hand to the neck while the left hand comes to the lower back. Yes, so just bring your hands. Bring your right hand to your neck and the left hand towards the lower back. For those of you who want to move into the higher impact version, you're going to push your hands together, your elbow behind your head in a straight line, holding on to the opposite arms. So we can all attempt to do this. Visualize yourself as the face of a cow gazing towards your nose in Gomukhasana 2. Let's all try to come to this position. See how much ever you're able to bring your hands. Even if you're able to only bring your hands towards only this much, just try to pull it closer and closer as much as you can. And then you'll see automatically you'll be able to do it completely as well. So you can see here is the low impact version. This side you can see the low impact version. For those of you who have shoulder injuries, spine injuries, you can just place your hand on your neck and the other hand on the lower back. For those of you who want to do the high impact version, you can do it completely. This is Gomukhasana 2. Uttana kurma pitham cha saimham garudameva cha vatayanam gomukham cha bharadvajam trivikramam. And from here, let's enter into Vrishapati Asana on the other side. So before we are doing it on the right leg, now you're going to be bringing your left leg on top. Bringing your left leg on top, bring your hands to your knees, opposite knees. Bring your hands to the opposite knees, keep your spine straight, gazing towards your nose. Visualize yourself in the energy space of the temple. Do the Shitkari Pranayama. Clench your perineum in the Moola Bandha with the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham in your inner space. Vrishapati Asana. जीमना गोड अग्र करिडावो पगजीमनी पाशति आनी मोडी एडी कुलानी चेराशय फणा पानी अधर रहे. Now from here, entering into Durvasasana, bringing both your hands on top of your knees, visualizing the purifying effects of the Durva grass happening in your being. In Durvasasana, gaze towards your nose. Continue the Shitkari Pranayama, clenching your perineum in the Moola Bandha, and the Japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham in your inner space. Sincerely request all of you to come to this position. Again, if you want the low impact version, you can just sit normally on the ground or cross your knees on the top of the chair and do Durvasasana. Remember to keep your spine straight. Do not forget any of the components, whether it's gazing at your nose, visualizing the Durva grass, or clenching your perineum in the Moola Bandha, doing the Japa, or the Shitkari Pranayama. Durvasasana. दाई जांघ परिकरी जी मनो पगदाई पाशती आनी फणा दो धरती टेकी बारला गुलफो कुला की बारली कानी लगावे. And from here, let's enter into Sukhadevasana. Bring your hands in the Padma Mudra, the little finger and thumbs together. Place it on top of the knee. Visualize all the gods and goddesses being pleased with you. Gaze towards your nose. Continue the Shitkari Kumbhaka with the Moola, clenching your perineum in the Moola Bandha in Sukhadevasana. वामे जंघर पीड़ी माहिली दक्षिण पाशती धरती सुता है आज्ञा वाम गोड़ा माहिली राणे दचि गोड़ा अग्रमिले. And now bring your hands to the respective feet, holding on to the big toes in Datta Digambarasana. Gaze towards your third eye. See, visualize that Shiva has blessed you to move beyond all material needs and desires. Continue to do the Shitkari Kumbhaka, clenching your perineum in the Moola Bandha, with the japa of Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham in your inner space in Datta Digambarasana. प्रथम जीवनोपाव उचावे दाई जंघ उपरि करियावे दाई पकठीता को आने गोड़ाम उपरि ताल करि ठाने. And lean forward and down as much as you can into Machandrasana 2. Gazing towards your nose, visualizing yourself as a fish. Continue the Shitkari Pranayama. Clenching your perineum in the Moola Bandha with the japa of Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham in Machandrasana 3. Breathe in and out deeply. Do the Shitkari Kumbhaka. जीमनौ पगदाई जंघ परिलाशे येली कौला गावे दावाय कौ बारलो गुल्फ जीमन्ना. And raise up into Gomukhasana. From here, we're entering into Gomukhasana. Bring your hands behind your back, holding on to the opposite hands. Again, for those of you who want to do the low impact version, just bring your hands towards the neck and the lower back if you have any spine or shoulder injuries. And if you want to do the higher impact version, you can bring your hands to hold on to each other. Gazing towards your nose, visualize yourself as the face of a cow. Continue the Shitkari Pranayama with the Moola Bandha, the Japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham in Gomukhasana. Utana Kurma Pitham cha Saimham Garudameva cha Vatayanam Gomukham cha Bharadvajam Trivikramam. Okay, now from here we're entering into Dhirasana. So the next asana we're entering into is Dhirasana.
Okay. So what all of you are going to be doing is all of you are going to be remain sitting on your knees. Okay, you're going to be sitting the Vajrasana. You'll be sitting on your knees and your hands will be placed on your thighs. Keep your spine straight. Do not hunch your back like this. Keep your spine straight. It will actually give you more stretch. And gaze at the nose. Visualize and embody the state and space of bravery in Dhirasana. वामने पग गोतनाति वालिने तेन पनो गुदा नीचे आदा राखीने. Next asana is Dhirasana. Now what all of you going to be doing is now remain sitting on the knees with your hands on your thighs. You're going to be keeping your right leg under the thigh. So your right leg will be in the same position. Now you're going to be lifting your left leg and keeping it. So basically your left leg will be raised, gaze at your third eye, and your hands will be placed on respective knees. So you can see in the low impact version where your left leg is raised up. Make sure you're comfortable. You can do the same thing on the chair and you can do the same thing on the floor where your right leg is stretched out and only your left leg is raised. Gaze at your third eye. Visualize in the space of bravery. Clench the perineum in the Mola Bandha. Dhirasana. वामने पग गोतनाति वालिने तेन पनो गुदानि नीचे आधा राखीने.
From here, we'll be entering into the next asana, Dakshina Swasa Gamanasana. So in Dakshina Swasa Gamanasana, you're going to be placing your feet together. Again, keeping one knee raised and the other knee on the ground, similar to the previous position. But here you're going to be holding on to the opposite elbows. Keeping the elbow on top of the raised knee, keeping your right elbow on top of your right knee. You're going to be clasping onto the opposite elbows, gazing towards your nose. In this, visualize and control the outgoing breath, the breath that leaves the body in the Rechaka Kumbhaka, meaning inhale for 4 counts, exhaling for 8 counts, prolonged exhalations. Clench your perineum in the Mula Bandha, gaze towards your nose with the japa, Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham in your inner space. Dakshina Swasa Gamanasana. Jamanum paganum dhim chana jamane hatani kakhali mam rakhi tebhani bharadai dabe pagadhim chanathiveli. And from here, we're going to be now entering into Vamapada Dhirasana. Sitting on top of your right foot, bring your left knee up. Now bring your left knee up, bringing your hands, sitting on top of your right foot. Here, embody the state and space of bravery, gazing towards your third eye. Continue to do the Rechaka Kumbhaka, prolonged exhalations, clenching your perineum in the Mula Bandha with the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham in Vamapada Dhirasana. बामने पगगोथा नाथी वालिने तेना फनुगुडानि नीचे आड़े रखने बेसवम ते धीरासन कहे वायचे. And bring your left foot out from underneath and bring it beside your left leg. Continue to keep both the knees raised up. Hold on to the opposite forearms. Gazing towards your nose. Visualize. Visualize, then control the outgoing breath. Doing the Rechaka Kumbhaka. Clenching your perineum in the Mula Bandha with the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham in Vama Swasa Gamanasana. Jamanum paganum dheem chana jamane hata nika khali mam rakhe te bhani bharadai. And from here, now we're entering into Pashasana. So Pashasana is an asana. Again, it's going to be an ankle flexibility asana. So I request all of you, let's take a moment to loosen out our ankles. Since you're going to be needing a deep ankle stretch, stretch your legs out and start to rotate your ankles in a circular motion. Rotate your ankles now nicely, opening them wide. You can push them towards the ground as much as you can and pull them back up. Push them down. Pull them back up. Okay. So we're going to enter into Pashasana. First, I request all of you to watch what I'm going to be doing. And then we'll be guiding you through the low impact and high impact versions. So in Pashasana, you're going to be on your legs, on your feet, and clasping your hands around your back and holding on to the, clasping your hands around your back while being on your feet. So this is Pashasana. Here in this asana, you're going to visualize yourself bound by the noose of integrity. Means to keep yourself integrated and aligned to your purpose. So this is Pashasana. So you can actually see here, this is how we'll be doing the Pashasana, where you're twisting to one side and clasping your hands around your legs. For those of you who want the low impact version, you can remain seated and just bring your hands around. So as much as you can, just twist your torso to one side and bring one hand around your back. So this is the low impact version. Your one hand can be around your knees, the other one behind your back. Remember to gaze towards your third eye, visualizing yourself bound by the noose of integrity in Pashasana. Seated on the chair as well, you can just twist one hand behind your back into Pashasana. Padatale bhumau nidhaya januni urasi nidhaya viparita hastabhyam urusahita janghe nibadhya tishthet Pashasanam bhavati. Switching sides now. Request all of you to follow along. You will need to just balance on your toes and switch the other side. Rotate your hands around. Again, the low impact version is just to keep your hands around your knees and one hand behind the back. Do it as much as you can. In Pashasana, visualize the noose in your inner space. Padatale bhumau nidhaya januni urasi nidhaya viparita hastabhyam urusahita janghe nibadhya tishthet Pashasanam bhavati. Relax now. From here, we're entering into Simha Rupakasana. And take a moment to relax your body. Your ankles or your shoulders, anything you want to relax, you can take a moment. As we enter into the next asana, which is Simha Rupakasana. Here you're going to be crossing your legs behind you. So you can actually see, you can cross your legs behind and bring your hands onto your knees. You're going to visualize yourself in the form of a lion and stick your tongue out and exhale forcefully. So for those of you who are struggling to sit on top of your raised ankles, instead of that, you can just sit on your knees as much as you can. Even if you need to switch your weight forward, you can do that just seated on top of your feet. If you can, then cross your ankles behind you and bring your hands to your knees in Simha Rupakasana. Sivanim gulpadeshebhyo nipidya vyutramena tu prasarya janunor hasta vasanam Simha Rupakam. And from here, you can uncross your ankles in Guptasana, which is the next asana we're going to be entering into. Keep your spine straight, hands on your knees. Keep your legs behind you. Gazing towards your nose, keep your legs behind you. Hands on your knees, visualize Swamiji in your inner space in Guptasana. Janurvorantare padau kritva padau cha gopayet pado paricha samsthapya gudam Guptasanam viduhu. And from here entering into Vyogasana. Where we're going to be raising up onto our knees. Here you're going to be crossing your ankles and bringing your hands towards your shins. If you see in this asana, your fingers are going to be inwards and your thumbs outwards. Actually, from the front, you'll be able to see my fingers. That is how we are going to be doing this asana. Gazing towards your third eye. Now, for the low impact version, you can sit down. You can do it while sitting itself. Just bringing your hands towards your calves. Yes, just bring your hands towards your calves as much as you can. From on the chair as well, you can bring your hands towards your calves while crossing your feet. Gazing towards your third eye, visualize yourself rid of all pain and suffering. Do the Sahaja Kumbhaka, simple breathing in and out. Clench your perineum and the Moola Bandha with the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham in Yogasana. गोडाम्बान्नो उभा होई गोडा आडे राखे दोई दचिपाद की पानी रहावे फणौ वाम गोडा दिगिल्यावे. And from here, entering into the next asana, which is Harinasana. So this is going to be a dynamic posture. I'll first show all of you how to do it. I request all of you to watch. You'll be holding on to your opposite elbows and bringing your legs up, kicking yourself. So in Harinasana, we can all try now also. Just come up onto your knees. See if you have any knee injury or issue with balance. You can do it. You can continue to sit down and just hold on to your opposite elbows. If you're sitting on the chair, you can just lift your feet up behind one bit by bit, a little bit by little bit in Harinasana. Visualize yourself as a deer in your inner space. Uddanam kritva pashnibhyam nitambam Harinasanam bhavati. Yes, this is Harinasana. And from here entering into Ushtrasana 3, visualizing yourself as a camel, do the Sahaja Kumbhaka, clenching your perineum in the Moola Bandha. Now again, this is an advanced asana. So if you want a beginner's version, you can sit on the ground, bring your hands behind you and lean backward. For the advanced variation, you're going to be bringing your hands to your feet and completely leaning back. Remember to maintain the visualization. You can see the variation on the chair, a low impact version and the high impact version in Ushtrasana. मेरुदण्डग्रन्थिदाढ्य समीपाद्यैषु पुमान् कपोटोष्ट्रासनाभ्यासन् कुर्यान्मितहिताशनः. And come back up as we enter into Malasana. So now Malasana is going to be an advanced asana that we're going to be entering into. First, I'll be showing everybody how we're going to do this asana, and then we'll guide you through step by step. Okay. So first, I'll be showing everyone how to do this asana. I request all of you to take a moment and watch. You're going to be bringing your hands underneath your shoulder, your legs on top of your shoulders, and from here lifting off the ground. So this is Malasana, where you're going to visualize yourself as a mala, like your legs are a mala hanging around you. Now let's look at the low impact version first. So the low impact version is, so on the chair you can do it where you can just try to bring your hands, your legs over your knees. So this is the low impact version. On the floor as well, you can just bring your knees above your arms. The next step of it will be to bring your legs completely over your shoulders. Now remember, if you have any wrist injury, please refrain from doing this asana. I request all of you, if you have a wrist injury, you can come to this position and stay here. To move into the complete asana, you can lean forward and down, lifting yourself off the ground, bringing your legs like a mala around your neck in malasana. हस्ताभ्याम अवनिमवष्टभ्य स्कन्धयो जानुनि संस्थाप्य पार्श्वम् उरसि निधाय तिष्ठत् मालासनं भवति. And slowly relax as we enter into Narasana. Now Narasana is also going to be an advanced asana. So I request all of you now to settle down. Take a moment to watch the screen. I'm going to be going into the asana and showing all of us how to do this asana. So I request all of you to take a few moments to just watch what I'm doing. Do not follow along right now. In Narasana, you're going to be coming into a headstand position. But this time, your hands are going to be beside your head. So that is the uniqueness of this asana, where you're going to be in the headstand position with your hands beside your head. So usually we put our hands in front, but for Narasana, the hands are going to be beside your head. And you're going to be raising off the ground. So before we move into this asana, we're going to do one karana, which is the Gangavatarana karana. It's going to be a nice, fun, dynamic movement. I request all of you to come up to a standing position. So not too much into the Aramandi, but just slightly. You're going to arch your back forward and down, keeping the hips high. Place your hands on the ground in the Tripataka with all fingers together except the ring finger, which is bent. Raise your legs up, inverting the body and keeping the soles facing the sky and chest and head pointed upwards. So you're going to be lowering yourself to the ground and lifting your legs off the ground. So you're visualizing like as if the Ganga is happening into planet Earth. So from here, bring your hands into the Tripataka, bring your body down to the ground and lift your body up. Let's do it one more time. From here, you're going to bring your hands in the Tripataka, lower yourself down and raise your body up. So this is the Gangavatarana Karana. Okay, nice. Now from here, let's enter into the next asana, which is Narasana. In Narasana, you're going to be bringing your hand beside your head. So your head is looking to the ground. Your hands are going to be beside your head. And from here, you're going to be, I'm just showing once for all of you. We're showing, please watch it once carefully, lifting off the ground. So the uniqueness is in this asana, your hands are going to be beside your head. And you're going to be lifting up. Visualizing yourself Lord of all human beings in Narasana. Now, for the low impact version, for those of you who are on the chair, who have hyper and cannot attempt this asana, then what you can do is, you can just do some stretches, some seated stretches or standing stretches in the similar position. So you can bring your hands beside your head and raise your hands up. Give yourself a nice stretch and lower it back down. So I request all of you to do this exercise for the low impact version, and all others we can attempt to do this. Actually, you can take the help of a partner to help you balance as you come into Narasana. Yes. उदियोगासनस्था च योगी भवति साधकः नरासनं यः करोति स सिद्धो नात्र संशयः. This is Narasana. Let's all take a few moments to try it with the help of a partner. You can all partner up. So you can actually see for the low impact version, you can just do some arm stretches going up and down. And the high impact version, you can come into the full asana. Do first bringing your feet up bent and then try to straighten it out as much as you can. Yes, this is Narasana. I request all of you to partner up and try. All those of you who want to attempt the high impact version, male bodies in Tiruvannamalai, someone's lying down, can we all get up and try to attempt to do this asana, Narasana? Sitting on just your head alone in Adho Mundasana. You're going to be bringing your hands off the ground in Adho Mundasana. So you can all try it with a wall or with a partner. Again, please be very careful and very safe as you're doing this. Not injure your neck, your back or anything. You can either try it with the support of a wall or with the support of a partner. So first you can bring your hands to the ground and come into the So come into the Shirasasana position. You can take help of your partner or of the wall for balance and then lift yourself off the ground. So this is Adho Mundasana. You can all attempt it with a partner's help. For if you want to do a low impact version, you can just try to even just bring your head on the ground. See, you can just bring your head on the ground also here. This is also a low impact version of it. So just bring your head on the ground, feel the weight as much as you can, and you can stay here. So of course, if you're on your menstruation cycle or you have spinal injuries, do not attempt it. But just feel like, okay, this is too much for me, but I can just be here. You can be in this position with your head on the ground in Adho Mundasana. Coming into Adho Mundasana. अथासान प्रभेदं च शृणौ मस्तकसिद्धकं येन विना पूरकानां सिद्धिभाग्नमधीतले. Yes, it's a very beautiful asana, and we can all relax now as we enter into the next asana, which is Midaki Pavasana 2. Yes, let's all take a moment to relax as we enter into Midaki Pavasana 2. You're going to bring your knees into a bent position and clasp your hands together in the Parashu Mudra and bring your hands towards your right side. So for a low impact version, you can just bring your hands to the right side. And if you want to, you can bend your head forward and down into Midaki Pavasana 2. Visualizing your body being completely purified, do the Sahaja Kumbhaka. Clench your perineum in the Mula Bandha with the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham in Midaki Pavasana. Asana ko guna gulmai bai jai. And relax. Let's repeat Midaki Pavasana on the other side. You can come back up. Yes, excuse me. And just switch the hands to the opposite side. Now bringing your hands to the other side. Lean forward and down as much as you can. If you just want to sit straight, you can keep your back straight also. Asana ko guna gulmai bai jai. And come back up as we enter into Virasana 3. Sit on your knees. Keep your hands on top of your knees. Here your feet are going to be coming outside of your hips. So you're going to be seated on the center and your feet are on the side. Bring your hands to your knees, spine straight. Gaze towards your nose, visualize and embody the state and space of bravery. Clench your perineum in the Mula Bandha. Suck in your stomach in the Uddiyana Bandha in Virasana 3. If you're not able to sit, if you have a thigh injury or knee injury that you're not able to sit in between your feet, you can continue to sit like this. And if you're doing it on the chair, you can just bring your hands to your knees and do the other components in Virasana 3. Danda Padma Bharadvaja Veeravajra Samanitu Asana Anisada Kuryat Sudirghaire Chapurakaihi. From here, entering into Sienasana. Now again, Sienasana is an advanced asana. So I'm going to be showing all of you how to do it once. I request all of you to watch before we all can get into the asana. So in Sienasana, you're going to be coming. I request all of you to take a moment and watch, and then we'll show the low impact and high impact variations. So this is what you're going to be doing in Sienasana. Yes. You're going to go. You can even do this as a dynamic movement without the help, just lifting yourself off the ground and going down. So you can do this in Sienasana, visualizing yourself as a hyena. Visualizing yourself as a hawk, in Sienasana. Now the low impact version, the low impact variation is you can just come onto your knees, bring your hands to the ground and lower your forehead to the ground and lift up. Yes, just lower your forehead to the ground and lift up. If you're sitting on a chair, you can bring your hands to your knees and lower yourself down and lift up. For the high impact version, again, you can either do it on your own as I had shown or partner up. Take the help of a partner to hold on to your legs and lower yourself down as much as you can and come back up. In Sienasana. Okay, this is Sienasana. Viparita nrityascha stithau nasika bhumau samsprishet urdhvam nitva punah punah samsprishet Sienasanam bhavati. You see, you can even attempt to do it on your own. Meaning, like this and lower. Like this and lower. So you can try it in however way that you feel most comfortable doing it. And from here, entering into Pincha Mayurasana. Now, Pincha Mayurasana is going to be another advanced asana. So I'll be showing once how we're doing this asana. Before helping all of you to guide through this, how you can master it as well, showing the low impact and the high impact versions. So, Pincha Mayurasana, you are bringing your forearms to the ground and keeping your feet above straight. This is the Pincha Mayurasana. Where you're on your forearms and your legs are straight. Now, for doing this on the chair, you can actually, maybe you can just open out your shoulders. You can do a stretch for your shoulders to open them out and stretch out your back a little bit. On the floor, if you want to do a low impact version, you can bring your forearms down and bring your hips up high. So you can even do this and just keep shifting forward. For those of you who want to attempt the high impact version, bring your forearms on the ground. And you can lift one leg up, let your partner hold it, and then you can lift the other leg up. See, in this asana, you're going to keep your feet completely straight. Yes. Visualizing yourself as a peacock in Pincha Mayurasana. Yes, I request all of you to try it. See, when you're doing this, place your palms flat on the ground and spread your fingers apart. So this will help you get the grip. And lift your hips up and then try to kick your legs up. And from here, try to lower your chest towards the ground, bending your hips inwards. In Pincha Mayurasana. Mayuras Pincha Mayuram Padma Pitha Samanvitam Kaukutas Garbhapindam Cha Kaurmam Yoga Nrisimhakam. Yes, Kailasa Tiruvannamalai. I request all of you to watch and follow along. So you can try as much as you can to do these asanas. I know a lot of you understand English as well. So just look and follow along. It's not difficult. For those of you who are having injuries, want a low impact version, you're elderly, just bring your forearms on the ground over here like this. If you can, then raise your hips off as well. For those of you who are fit, young, you can do this asana. You can, your body is in perfect condition and you want to push it to the next level. Come on, try doing the asana. I request all of you to partner up. Have a partner with whom you can do the asana. Let them bring your forearms on the ground and let them hold on to your feet for you. And they can balance your feet while you come into this position. Can I see everybody who's ready to do this come into this position? See, we are showing different variations for you with different health conditions, with different capabilities of the body. But for Kailasa Tiruvannamalai, we are noticing that all of you are just sitting down and watching. This is not a show. You have come here for 31 days, taken those 31 days out of your life for you to get a breakthrough. And an important integral part of that is the yoga. So I sincerely request all those of you in Kailasa Tiruvannamalai, please follow along. Please do each asana in whichever level you are at. It does not matter, but do it. Even if you have to do it sitting on a chair, do it. But I see many people in the front row whom I know can do all the asanas, can do Padmasana, can do the headstand, all of you are just sitting down. So I sincerely request all of you to please attempt at least. It does not matter if you can do it perfectly on your own. No. At least attempt the asana. Okay? So can I please have a thumbs up? Kailasa Tiruvannamalai, are you all ready to please participate intensely in all the asanas? Yes? Okay. So now we are entering into our next asana, which is Godohikasana. You're going to come onto your heels with your knees pointed forward. On your knees with your palms clasped together, bring your hands on top of the front of your knees in Godohikasana. Again, if you want a low impact version, you can rest on the ground and do this. If you're seated on the chair, you can just bring your hands in front of your knees. Visualize yourself milking a cow. Visualize that you're milking a cow in Godohikasana. Do the Sahaja Kumbhaka, simple breathing in and out, gazing towards your nose. Visualize the cow in your inner space. Do the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham in Godohikasana. As you can see, we're showing the various variations. You can do either one of them, whichever one you are ready for. But be authentic. That's all we request. Do it to your peak possibility. Slishtar guli slishta gulpho bhyo sishtauru prasarayet yatro pavishyapadau tad dandasanamudiritam pashnibhyam tubhavastyage tatsyad godohikasanam. Yes. Now from here, we're going to be entering into our final asana for the day, which is Shivasana. You can all come to a laying down position. We can all come down to a laying down position. Keep your palms facing upwards. Close your eyes. Visualize Paramashiva has liberated you. The body is just a dead matter. Do the japa of Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham in your inner space. Be intensely aware. Atha Shavasanam Uttanam Shavavadbhumau Shayanam Tu Shavasanam Shavasanam Shrantiharam Chitta Vishrantikarakam. Just lay down in the space of intense awareness. Allow the Mahavakya to reverberate in your inner space.
Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. MahaParamashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. 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 Ananda Paramashivoham.